how are you? This is your 2022 relationship forecast. I'm going to use a different spread, so I'm foregoing the oracle for now, as this reading is a little bit longer. So this is good primarily for Aries, Sun, and Rising, but if you have an Aries placement in your Moon, Venus, and North Node, and it speaks to you, then it could be your message as well. As always, welcome if you are a cross watcher. I'll be very clear about this. This is a mirrored Celtic cross that I'll be using. It kind of came to me in a dream. So I'll walk you through it. And as always, for everyone here, you may need to flip the sides around. So not a problem. Okay. So I'm going to lay out the cards for Aries 2022 relationship forecast. And then I'll tell you where everything is, what everything is. Oh, wow. Way to kick it off. Whoo. Let me just get all the cards. Here. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. So if you can see this, imagine this imaginary line, and this is the mirrored image. So I'll walk you through what each position is. It's the same on this side. And then I'll get going. This first card here is how you're entering 2022. You're entering 2022 here full of hope for a new beginning. Maybe feeling more committed, maybe receiving an offer, making an offer, but regardless, the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new year, new you, new life, new love, up leveling of your connection even. I'll get to that Two of Cups in a minute. I know you can see it. So this card here is the strength or the challenge that you may face in 2022 with regards to this energy. And that is, have you integrated everything? The Justice card is about balance and fairness, yes, and it's about a level playing field. Yes, it's about truth and feeling some measure of validation or vindication, yes, but it's also a card of integration, right? Of taking everything you've learned throughout the course of your relationship and integrating it so that you have a very big impact with this new beginning. Something more solid and stable and grounded. I love that. Now, this card here is your unconscious motivations in 2022. So what's roaming around in your psyche for 2022 is this is a big change, or maybe something isn't sustainable and you have concerns that it may fall apart and crumble. But remember that the Tower is also epiphanies. It's also that lightning flash moment, similar to the Ace of Swords, but a little more life-changing, okay, because it is a major arcana. So this card is past lessons, right? Something that's supporting you in 2022 that you've learned in the past. And this is how not to get out over your skis. Even if you want to speak your truth, that's fine. Sometimes this Knight of Swords gets ahead of themselves and opens their mouth and stuff falls out and can cause problems. But it is about the power of your voice and speaking your truth. So very lovely energy. Now, this is your conscious motivation. What is your goal? What's the agenda here? Two of Cups, this partnership of the soul, really looking for a new beginning, integrating everything you've learned, and yet you still have some uncertainty here that it will come to pass. For your divine counterpart, they're entering 2022 ready to return. This is excitement and passion and sometimes some impulse. The King of Wands, a card of Sagittarius, can be a little bit impulsive and not be able to sort of back things up. They act on impulse in the moment, and therefore they don't have the staying power. But the beauty here is getting support from the Knight of Pentacles. So remember I said card number 2 is the strength or the challenge. I feel it's a strength. I feel it's supporting and anchoring in this Knight of Wands. So that the passion is there, but there's also planning and forethought and intention behind it, which I love. Speaking of epiphanies, your divine counterpart has the same energy coming through, Ace of Swords. So you're both having epiphanies in 2022. This is, happening in your unconscious awareness, but they're getting like a, oh, I see things clearly kind of energy. And you're getting the holy crap, I don't know what's going on here energy. I love that. Now, what lessons has your person learned in the past that they're bringing forward into 2022 that will support them? Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups can be wish fulfillment, but in this case, I think it's about complacency. I think it's about resting on their laurels and not taking action when action is needed, and also sort of thinking to themselves, well, if this is as good as it gets, then I'm okay. When what we really want is that 10 of Cups. We want that ultimate happily ever after and emotional completion. And this person has learned that, I can't sit back and just think nine cups is good enough. So I like that, that they've learned that, and maybe that's why the Knight of Wands, they see this clearly now, and they know that they have to be very intentional and methodical and deliberate about how they return. Now, here, their conscious motivations involve the Seven of Swords. I will have to kind of punt on this one and wait for clarifications, because it can mean a lot of different things, and I don't want to, sort of misinterpret. But my general feeling, just from the cards that are out here, is that this person, their conscious motivations in 2022 is to not avoid. This can be a card of avoidance and self-deception. It can also be an energy of, I'm going to do a thing. I know I shouldn't do a thing. And then I'm going to ask forgiveness for said thing instead of permission. It's kind of self-serving sometimes by way of omission of facts. Maybe not straight up lying, but you get the general energy. It, to me, because of this Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords, is coming through as more focused on avoidance. So let me go ahead and clarify. I'll tell you who showed up so far. Libra, Injustice. Aries, you show up in your own darn reading right here. In the Tower, we have Sagittarius and the Knight of Wands. That's it. Let's go ahead and look at it. You can come back and watch this anytime as well. I kind of recommend it on a quarterly basis. Just put it in your little alerts and go back and check this reading to see how you're progressing. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning with the Two of Cups, with your partner. King of Swords and Death, something transforming totally. I do feel with the Two of Cups and the King of Swords and the Death card underneath that the King of Swords is the object of this Two of Cups energy, is the partner. And what I feel like you're looking for with the Justice card, if we're looking for fairness and balance, is a King of Swords who is fair, who is honest, who sort of returns, and you have this new beginning, and they are more conscious, right? The air energy of the swords, more conscious and full of more integrity and honor and honesty and truthfulness. Now, the King of Swords can just represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be that simple, but it can also be someone who's been a little remote, right? Sometimes that King of Swords is not super warm and fuzzy, and therefore there's distance because all the kings have extra swords. So for the King of Swords, it's swords on swords. Like Spock, right? It's just super cold and steely sometimes. So I do feel like you're looking for some validation from this person as well. That's, part of what's supporting you in this new beginning. But underneath it all, you really want the transformation. You really want to see things change. You know they have to. Now the Tower underneath. Four of Pentacles, Emperor, double Aries hit here. Whew. It's hot in my house. It's hot in my house. Well, you're calling them in for sure. Three of Wands underneath. So this is about you finally getting what it is you desire from this person, but the concerns are that They may be too guarded. We're looking at the Emperor here, Tower, Emperor, that energy of shift and change and sustainability is about the Emperor, the divine masculine. And what do you have there? Four of Pentacles, somebody who's blocked their heart chakra, kind of the energy coming in from this King of Swords. And you're sort of calling them in, but I feel like you're concerned about the fact that if they stay too guarded, it may not be workable. It may not be workable. So again, because this is underneath, it's your unconscious motivation, meaning what's sort of driving your behavior in 2022? What's bubbling up under the surface that's not part of your conscious awareness, but it's in your field, possibly during sleep states, right? Where do you sort of feel triggered the most? That's what this part of the reading is about. Knight of Swords, what you're bringing forward that you've already learned in the past. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. Perfect. The complacency and a double hit of Knight of Swords. Spirit's telling me, you got it. You got it. You're onto it. Yes. Keeping hope. You sort of worked through this. Some maybe healing around it. Knight of Swords. It's possible that you may have spoken up too quickly and commented on some measure of complacency, right? The Knight of Swords in this case, Aries, is I want more. Nine of Cups is good. It ain't good enough. I want more. I'm holding out hope that there can be more. So I do feel you've learned a little bit about speaking up for yourself in matters of the heart, Nine of Cups, but also learning that you have to be careful with your words and how they come out and roll off the tongue. And I do feel, though, that regardless of this, you kind of kept hope alive, the star, and had some measure of comfort that Spirit had your back. So that's really positive, will serve you very well in 2022. So let's take a look at this lovely Two of Cups. I just love this. Not as much, so much the Seven of Swords, so I'm not going to hold that up, but when we get to clarify, we'll see what that's really about. Five of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wow, you guys got to have a little bit of mirrored energy. Okay, so for some of you, there may be a conflict involving another person. The Five of Wands, here we have the Two of Cups, your conscious motivation for what you would like to see play out in 2022, we have the conflict card, and this is usually outside interference. It can be your own energy being conflicted. It can be conflict between the two of you, but it's coming through as other people or another person. And you're seeing that clearly now. You won't be fooled. You'll see through the whole thing. We have the Queen of Wands underneath, which can represent a karmic partner if there is one in your storyline. If not, don't worry. This is you being very self-assured. I will not be brought into anybody's damn drama. I feel like you see things clearly. You've had your own epiphanies. You have received the gifts of clarity and insight in this situation around the conflicts in this connection or impacting the connection. Beautiful. So let's look at this Knight of, and I do just want to hold this up if I didn't already, because I think this sums up your whole 2022. New beginnings with the soulmate. Very nice. That's what's coming through in this connection from your vantage point, but we do have to look at their vantage point. And I feel like they want the same. So we're going to look at the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters, no more drama. Yes, I love this. They have the Justice card. You guys are super mirrored, which is nice. Feels like you're kind of reaching the same place at the same time. So this person wants to return. And they're going to do so in a way that is more intentional and thought out and well planned. I like it. Because they want to move to calmer waters, that Six of Swords, no more drama, trauma, tragedy. The devil energy is oftentimes an energy of repeating patterns that don't serve. It can be temptations. It can be anything. But the devil to me represents ego and getting stuck in ego. And this person is saying, yeah, no, level playing field, things being more balanced and harmonious, not all this tension. If you do have a third party that I was referencing up here, the Five of Wands with the Queen of Wands, and you seeing right through it, I feel like this is the energy of that karmic partner, something that has a grip on this person that won't let them go. But I feel like they're saying, yeah, no, I'm moving beyond that. I'm getting beyond that. So whether it's their own ego and energy, which is possible because of the Nine of Cups and the avoidance of the Seven of Swords, or whether it represents some other energy, they're cutting that out. I like it. Ace of Swords is in their unconscious intentions and motivations for 2022. What are they seeing clearly? Opportunities for reconciliation moving forward. They are going to definitely strike the match and light it up. I like it. Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, so beautiful. The Chariot, they really see things clearly as well. They see as clearly as you do that it's time for getting rid of any bad blood between you, having a meeting of the minds, coming together for that win-win outcome. It is very conciliatory. The Chariot is about moving forward and victory. And underneath is the little Page of Wands. So any message that they may send may kind of come through a little lighthearted. It may not pack as big a punch as you may hope for, but in their unconscious realm, they're thinking of ways to send you a message about how they feel about you. You know, their interest, their attraction, their passion. Nine of Cups, what they're bringing from the past that will serve them well, the lessons they've learned for 2022. Yeah. It isn't just going to fall in my lap. I have to work for this. Oh my gosh. This is so perfect. I would be really thrilled with this if I were you. Nine of Cups with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, right? This takes work, and I have to sort of invest in it to the same degree that my partner does. The Three of Pentacles is about coming together co-creatively, cooperatively, and taking this connection from where it is now and building upon it and making it a masterpiece. And they know that they can't rest on their laurels. They've learned the hard way. So really beautiful message. And underneath, it's all going to unfold organically. They're planting these seeds, or they have planted the seeds, and it will all unfold organically, and they know that it's worth the wait. Oh, so far so good, guys. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Yes, they're done avoiding. They're done with that whole energy of just trying to, the 3-card Monte game of trying to get their needs met and not dealing on the level. Right. High Priestess and the Three of Cups. So I am feeling that for the vast majority of you here, there's a third party storyline. I picked up on it over here. I got confirmation. And now, Spirit's saying, yeah, there's something there. So I do feel as if, and the third party can be anything. It can be ego. It can be a person. It can be people. It can be meddlesome family members. It can be parental responsibilities and obligations. It could be obligations to an ex. It can be work. It can be distance. It can be whatever. But this person is done avoiding everything. They're done playing games. The High Priestess here is their connection to their higher self and operating on intuition and knowing that this is the time to let it all go. There may be some hidden feelings here, something that this person hasn't shared with you yet. That's part of the energy of the High Priestess. So, stay tuned. And also the High Priestess can also be separation, and that this person is letting go of whatever avoidance they have that has been keeping the two of you separated. Really powerful. So let me tell you who showed up first of all. I'll go through it again. We have Libra in the Justice card. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Death is Scorpio. The Tower is Aries. The Emperor is Aries. This is definitely Aries energy here. We have the Star is Aquarius. And the Queen of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. On this side, we have Sagittarius and the Knight of Wands. We have the Devil is Capricorn. Justice again is Libra. Chariot is Cancerian energy. We have the High Priestess is Pisces. So what's going to happen in the extended is first card I want to pull is, what is this person trying to say to you? Now, if you've reversed it, it's the energy that they're picking up from you. But what are they trying to say? What do they want you to know for 2022? Likewise, your energy going toward this person. What vibe are they getting from you? What energy are they picking up from you? Right? What are they receiving energetically is what that card will be. This is the guidance from Spirit or the universe. Energies, what can't you see? Hidden energies, things that may be going on behind the scenes for 2022, playing out, unfolding beyond your awareness. And finally, where are you headed in 2022 in this connection? So that's the outcome position. And I'll close out with some oracles. So the link to the extended is below, Aries. It's good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. And you could be dealing with any other sign of the zodiac. So I hope to see you there. All the best to you in 2022. I'm happy, merry, and I look forward to our journey for the next trip around the sun. Much love.